Hey guys, how are you? Good. Yeah, what a night. It's perfect, isn't it? So I just walked down from my car earlier and I heard the siren being tested for the first time, and it just gets the hairs on the back of your neck standing up, doesn't it? Yeah, spoke to Alex just recently. He's pumped. He's a leader of this club. He's a leader of men. He's a great footballer, isn't he? Has the comparisons to Matthew Scarlett and being one of the greatest defenders of all time impacted him in the preseason? Absolutely not. He's flown. He's looking better than he ever has, and he can't wait for tonight. Yeah, Carlton may not have any sort of big name forwards, but Alex Rance prepares for every game as if he was playing on Wayne Carey. So yeah, just look for a big game from Alex tonight. Yep. Yeah. Good question. He's probably not in as good a nick as he was last year. He is a year older, so Patrick's had 3 pre-seasons under his belt now. Second pre-season at Dominators after being traded for Basher Hawley. Remember from Poor Man. Sorry, I won't laugh. He's probably not as fit as he was this time last year, but he's a bit bigger. So I'm a big believer in you can improve your fitness during the season, and Patrick Cripps is the sort of person, sort of character who will. I'd expect a big game from him tonight. Jacob, a bit up in the air about where he's going to be playing. I think that'll be a week-to-week proposition, but we're pretty confident he can do it at both ends. I think we drafted him as a defender, so I'm going to put my hand up and say we'd love him to keep defender status, and generally it's easier to get points as a big man as that sort of floating key defender, and we think with the addition of Marchbank potentially to play on the big gorilla, it'll give Jacob the chance to sort of get a few easier kicks. However, we back him. He's an #1 draft pick. He's a great man, and he's a great footballer, so we'll back him to get points wherever he is. Yep. Yeah, leadership is important. And I know last year I mentioned that your Bontempelli, your Cripps, your O'Meara, Selwood, Wines would share that honour. And you're right. It didn't exactly play out like that. Jager didn't play any footy. I think Cripps led 1 or 2 games, and so did Marcus. I think they were through the byes, and Joel sort of held the reins for the most of the season. We're going to name Joel captain for this week. But then going forward, we'll see what happens. It'll be horses for courses. It'll be very much on opponent. I'd say Marcus and Joel. My prediction is that Marcus, Joel, and Patrick all average similar. I'd say in that 108 to 112 range. We'd be hoping. If Jager and Ollie can crack Jager and Ollie can crack the 100, I think that'd be fantastic. And the forwards and backs just continue to grow. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Yeah, it was a bold prediction to make finals, and then anything can happen from there. But we did, didn't we? And we won one. So we beat the defending premiers, from 2 years below. Beforehand, we beat the inaugural premiers of the league. We have a lot of respect for the Bludgers, and we beat them in a final. I don't think we won as many games during the season as we wanted to, but the goal was to make finals, and we did. We delivered, and we won a final. We need to go at least one more step further this year. We need to play in a prelim. We need to be there. All eyes on us. One of the best 4 teams in the competition. Do I care whether we get there in the regular season or finals? No. I think it's easier to get there from top 4, but I'm all about finals. So if we sneak into 8th again and make a prelim, then I'm happy. However, I want development from our players. I want everyone to average more than they did last year, and that'll be a success for the Dominators. Yeah. I'm not sure you could script it any better. He's had cancer for 2 years. No one comes back from something like that. I think one of the greatest comebacks in sporting history was the Jason McCartney Bali Bombings comeback. I think this is potentially greater. Jared, he's already won 3 flags. he's a multiple premiership player. He's won a Coleman medal. He's been All-Australian. He's done everything. But his motivation to get back and lead this club, to take over from Luke and Sam and Jordan and these guys, his club, is amazing. And his passion to get back into our club and work with Jordan, who obviously played with at Hawthorn. But also lead your Crippses, your Bontempellis, your Jesse Hogans, your Joe Danahers. They work very closely together, and it's great to see. They work very closely together while Jared wasn't playing. But you watch this on Field Leadership. You watch to see how Hogan and Danaher go this year with Jared back on the park. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Yeah, maybe just one more. That was 2 questions. So firstly, Jack Martin. I see him as a defender. I think he could be the best halfback flank in the comp. I think he'll be All-Australian one day. I think he'll average 90 this year. I'm confident in that. I think that the club he's playing for, Gold Coast Suns, have added, while they've lost a little bit, they've also added a fair bit and more depth. So I think they'll free him up to sit across halfback and win a lot of footy. And to your second question, I'll say the Dominators. Dominators will win a flag this year. I'm not going to bet against us. It'll be very tough at the top. Furious, Badgers, Bludgers, I think they have to be the 3 favourites. They've done it before. That second tier of top end sort of teams, you're looking at your Success and your Cumstains. I think, and obviously Poor Man's. Poor Man's actually probably. Apologies to Poor Man's. I'd say Poor Man's are the second tier of team, and then you've got your Success and Cumstains who are that third tier of team, and the Dominators. We see ourselves in that third tier. However, I think we've seen, in final series past, and anything can happen. So we're going to be backing ourselves to make a final series and then win it from there. All right, guys. Thank you very much.